Hello everyone, Chun here. Gonna just do some wooden dummy today. And usually, my Sifu Eddie Chong, he would have us do some basic like warm-up moves on the wooden dummy. And so for the warm-up moves, we'd get into our Wing Chun stance, right? And usually we'd do some Pak Sao, which is like our Tan Sao, right? But it's pushing upward and forward. It's kind of like almost like a jamming hand called Pak Sao. And so we do that move a lot on the wooden dummy. And what it does is it pushes the opponent back and up. If he has his hands on us, if he's choking us, right? It's coming underneath those arms and pushing them up and forward. In our lineage, we start off each set with that double Pak Sao, right? So in the first set, we do Wu Sao moves, and that Wu Sao is the angle of, it's not just the side of the hand, but it's kind of this whole angle, and more specifically this angle in here, right? And so then that is Wu Sao, and it kind of lifts and goes forward just like that Pak Sao, because part of my forearm is being used to move forward and to lift. And so in Wing Chun, we can be quick, but we're also relaxed. Because if we use heavy elbow in the structure, then that is enough force to break grabs or to throw somebody back that's punching, right? So we do Wu Sao, Pak Saos, and we try to get in our stance with the butt tucked in, hips forward. So basically our lower abdomen and our hips are kind of locked into our thigh muscles and our butt's tucked in. And what it does is it really sinks us and sticks us to the ground, and it helps force kind of come up through our body and into the wooden dummy. So we have double Pak Sao, we have Wu Sao, and then we have palms, and we do like a double palm move here, come up through the arms. And so that power is basically that last 4 or 5 inches. Double palm, Wu Sao, Pak Sao, and then we go on to Pak Saos, which is a slapping hand. And so it's not just to the side, but it's kind of to the side and slightly forward. And we can be on the inside of the hands, of the arms, or on the outside. And so quite often we'll do inside Paks and a palm, or an outside Pak and a palm, side palm, right? So we can practice these different Pak Saos. This one's a neat combination we do with a Pak Sao, side palm, and we pull in and lock and punch. Other little drills that we do is we have a double Gan Sao, right? And instead of just going to the side, we go inward, and we do a mini shift, right? A little half shift, right? So these are double Gan Saos, and it's meant to go towards the opponent more than to just block across, right? Double Gan Sao. And again, we get our heavy elbows behind that, so we can get part of our body power into that. And then the other one is a Quan Sao, which is a low wing arm and a Tan Sao together. And it's similar, it kind of goes across but in at an angle. And then we can put them both together. And so we do that a lot in the different sets on the wooden dummy. Double Gan Sao as we come back, and then we'll shift with the Chun Sao. We go around the arms, double Gan Sao, shift with the Chun Sao. And yet we focus on putting power into the wooden dummy and not just going across, right? So we're going into the wooden dummy. Okay. So those are just some basic little drills. There's just the palm as well. Vertical palm. Jing Jong, I think they call it. Vertical palm. And you know, the very first day I came to Eddie's class in 1990, I was used to doing Shaolin. So I said, yeah, do a palm strike to the head on the wooden dummy. And I came up and I'm kind of like doing this, you know. And he said, no, just do it. Touch your fingertips. And just do it from there. That's the kind of power Wing Chun develops. Where I was doing this and a lot of it was shooting back into my arm. Right? Into my shoulder. But he showed me, no, you want this kind of power. Okay. Another thing that we'll do on the wooden dummy is this folk sao. But when the folk sao turns, it's considered a cow sao, a turning hand, and it kind of hooks. Right? The cow sao. It can hook and pull. It can hook and pull. So that cow sao, we actually do that with the palm. So we do make contact and it's relaxed and it sticks like a wet towel, right? Comes around and blasts underneath. And we can use the forearm to lift the opponent's arm as well. So Eddie would have us do these cow sao palms as another warm-up drill, or just singles. And of course we want to bring it back but keep the elbow in the center. We don't want to bring the elbow and have the elbow go out, right? So we want to bring it in. This move is also in our Sinim Tao as a move in one of our sets, right? So we do this folk sao, cow sao with the palm. And we can do that with both. So that's another one that he would have us practice. And then of course the double palm. The double Gan Sao with the Chun Sao. Or you can do just Gan Saos. Or you can do just Chun Saos. Right? And so that's a lot of the arm training, right? And then on the wooden dummy, like I don't have my kung fu pants on, right? But a lot of it, we do practice our kicks on the wooden dummy, right? We practice little hooking maneuvers, hooking kicks, kind of slap kicks that come up from the side. Okay. We have an intercept kick that just comes in along this lower arm, and so we kind of condition our leg. So that is basically when a kick's coming at us, we can actually, you know, kick the kick. And so when we get used to that wooden dummy arm, then we're kind of getting used to maybe part of the shin or the knee from that person kicking, you know, possibly colliding a little bit. Okay. And then Eddie would have me do a higher kick and then a lower kick, right? A little bit more difficult in these jeans. But we would practice getting off sides and kicking as well with our Wing Chun oblique kick, or like in the set, a low side kick. We use that one sometimes. So just some basic stuff. Another thing that we do is we'll come in, we'll use the knee to jam, or we might do arms and legs together, right? And then again, at the end of each one of our sets, we have this double tonsal, and we kind of do a Chun with both arms, a circle, and come back. We do a jut. A jut is pulling, and then a double palm push or attack, right? And so Eddie would really focus on this. After each set, we'd finish up the set, and we'd come around, pull back with the jut sow, hit with the double palm, and then trap it with the double ton again. So it's this ending that would be after each set. And you know, I watch all these other wooden dummy videos, nobody does this, right? And what's neat is that gives you that jut sow power. When you're doing double sticky with somebody and they're coming forward, you're able to trap their arms, jut sow, and blast them. And you get that power from the wooden dummy. Also, instead of just bongs being out here and rolling around, because there's an idea that some Wing Chun people, they're really soft and kind of delicate, and they move around this because this is hard energy, and so they're soft and fluid. But with Eddie and my lineage, we talk more about jamming the energy forward, and then when they're pushing against you, releasing it, and almost pulling them forward with their own energy, right? So with Eddie, the wooden dummy was very dynamic that way, getting pulled and pushed and attacked with body power. Thanks for joining me today.